Hey guys, welcome to frugal.photo, and I am super excited today. I just got this package in the mail. This is something I have been waiting for a long time. This is a piece of equipment I've been wanting to add to my collection, and it finally came today. And so let's open this thing up and I will show you what I've got. Let me show you what's in this box that I'm so excited about. Oh, they wrapped it good. There it is. And I can hear you collectively saying through the internet here, Fisher-Price pocket camera. I've been wanting to add this to my collection for a long time, and there is a very specific reason for this. You know what, let's go outside. It'll be nicer out there. Okay, why was I so excited about this toy? And the long and the short of it is that this was my very first camera. Not this one specifically, but the same Fisher-Price fake pocket camera. And when I was quite a bit younger, like 4 or 5, my grandma had one of these in the toy box, and it was my very favorite toy. I always grabbed this thing whenever we went to visit, and I'd play around with it. And the thing is, if you look through this one, it gives you a little photo story about a day at the zoo, kind of like the old Viewmasters. There we go, there's the trip to the zoo. And then if you press down on the shutter key, it cycles through. It cycles through these images. Which is kind of cool, but it gets really old really fast, because there's, I don't know, maybe a dozen images in there. What I loved was this, because if you look through this side, that side? Yep, it's that side. If you look through this side, it's a regular viewfinder. And this was where I learned to frame my photos. But it was also insanely frustrating. This thing doesn't have any film, it doesn't have a sensor, it has no way to capture those images that I was seeing through the viewfinder. And in fact, I would frame my photo of the cousins, of the family, of whatever, and I would try and hold it as steady as possible, and then motion for someone over to come over and to look through it to try and show them what I was seeing through this viewfinder. And it never worked, of course, because I would move, they would move, something in the frame would move, somebody would come over and grab it and move it, and no, that's not the image that I was seeing. And being that young, of course, that was back in the days of actual film, and you had to buy film, you had to develop it. Nobody was going to waste that kind of money on a little kid that wanted to take photos. But that is why I'm so excited to add this to my collection. because this is where it all started. This is where I learned that I could see something that not everybody could see. And I discovered my passion for wanting to share that with the world and with anybody that wanted, anybody that I could. And so that is the story behind this camera. Now, you know what, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to go out and take some photos with this thing, see what happens. Well, that was pretty cool. The car show was a great chance to get some photography in today. All I was doing is I took my little point and shoot, my little red camera here, and held it up to this viewfinder and shot through that viewfinder. And once I, with a little bit of trial and error, get the settings just right, I think I may have come away with some pretty cool stuff and some interesting shots that you're not going to see every day. I probably did get some odd looks walking around like this, but I'm used to that, and it was definitely worth it. So I'm going to go home and see what I got. Well, that was a lot of fun. I love shooting car shows because, you know, there's just so much to see, so many shiny things to photograph, and the people that are there are just wonderful. They are so proud of their cars, and they're so excited that anyone would think that they're good enough to photograph and that they're worth their time. And so that is a lot of fun. I've been looking at some of the photos and the videos that I've taken, and I'm really pleased with it. It is a very unique look shooting through that little viewfinder, but I think in the right circumstances, you know, that could be really cool, although I doubt I would use it a whole lot. So anyway, so that's the story of my first camera, and if you like what I'm doing here, I do have a Patreon account that's linked down below here, as well as I have some shirts that I'm selling with the frugal.photo logo on them. And if you would like to help support, of course, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it, and if you would like to contribute in a more substantial way, there is that Patreon account as well as the merchandise for sale. And that will help me improve the quality of these videos, as well as buy additional equipment that I can review for you. And so anyway, that's it for today for this video, and I will see y'all next time.